Good evening, everybody, and happy Saturday night to you. Welcome to the SERL Truck Series. We are live tonight for race number 4 at Gateway. Some very interesting track, man. It's almost like a paperclip, but not quite in the way that you might think of Martinsville. Two very distinct corners here tonight. With me again, as always, Logan Lax. Welcome to the show, bud. Getting ready to do, I think we got 115 laps here tonight. 115.
Let me check.
I think
115.
Stage is going to be at 55. They do not throw a caution. It'll just be scored accordingly. And as always, before the broadcast, keep an eye on that bottom right-hand corner of your screen here tonight. Obviously the SERL Truck Series, but we've got Darren's Nail Gun Repair coming on board this year to sponsor a Clean Driver Award. They will be giving out a cash prize to the person with the cleanest 0Xs, the most amount of 0Xs all season long. So happy Saturday, everybody. We're getting ready to do some more truck racing here tonight, live from Gateway, as we see qualifying underway right now. And let's see if we can see who's on top of the board here.
It's currently Dakota.
Run for him. Awesome. Very good stuff here. Dakota Camper. Apparently your fast guy here. We are gonna... Go ahead.
Now, I would like to say both Dean and Landon have not qualified yet. Those are usually your top two, and they were at the top of practice, so we'll see how they do.
Yep, absolutely. I think this is your last week's winner right here, if I'm not mistaken. Cody Reeder in that 25, putting down the lap here right now.
Still stole my number. Stole is better than me. I don't like this.
That's always fun, isn't it?
Yeah, for you. So you get to laugh about it. I don't. I'll say one thing I've noticed is a lot of these qualifying times are, a tenth, 3/10 slower than their practice time. Cody Reeder's was a tenth slower than his best practice. But as you can see, these times are not, what they were.
Right. Yeah, definitely is not. That was a great lap, man. Man, Cody laid one down right there. It was a heck of a lap. Like you said, man.
Oh.
Interesting.
Dean, Landon, Patrick, and John all did not take time.
No, they didn't. And very interesting strategy by them as we come into this race. And, maybe they're thinking... Yeah, maybe they're thinking it could be a little chaotic out here tonight, I guess. We're going to have to find out here as we get the trucks gridding up here. Take a look.
During practice, a lot of these cars were getting loose out of turns 2 and 4. Maybe Landon, John, Dean, and Patrick are expecting an early caution and trying to just not be involved.
That very well could be. Very well could be, as you see Cody Reeder getting his first pole of the year here in that 25. Dakota Camper, Jason Templeton, Bobby Anderson, a great qualifying run by him, rounding out your top 2 rows. Looks like we've got 15 guys here tonight, 115 laps. Gateway. Getting ready to do some Saturday night racing.
Yeah, and so far, all 3 races done this season have had different winners. Will this continue today, or maybe will we have the first repeat winner of the season?
That's a very good observation. I guess we are about to find out here. Looks like everybody's joined the session, and the iRacing Pace Truck is about to get this thing moving on around the track. Gonna have a couple quick pace laps here. Before we go racing, we're going to take 1 second and play our national. The iRacing pace truck has pulled off, and we are green flag racing live here for race number 4 at Gateway.
Dakota Camper got a really good start on that outside. Almost got around Cody Reeder. Now we'll get stuck on that outside as Reeder takes the inside. The quicker line around the track and we'll fall behind Reeder.
I guess we're going to have to see. We saw some interesting lines as practice was taking shape here. There were some people using a lot higher lines than I anticipated they would run. We're about to see how this all plays out here.
Yeah, someone who's not running higher is that 21 of Jason Templeton. As you see him on the curb in turns 3 and 4. Further back in the pack, I believe the 49 got loose out of turn 4.
Definitely. Oh, somebody else loose down there. The 88. Dakota Bailey. Filthy 5 Motorsports. One heck of a save down there.
Someone who hasn't been loose is Dean Brummett, who started in, I believe, 11th. Is already up to, I believe, but now 7th or 6th or 7th now.
Awesome. Awesome start by that team, and I can't honestly say that I am surprised. He has been class of the field with Landon every race so far this season. We got a couple new schemes out here tonight. That number 7 truck, man, that's pretty sharp. He always brings a really cool-looking race car here. And speaking of Landon Lacey is up 3 spots since the beginning of this thing, and we know that he's probably going to want to have something to say about the outcome of this race before it is over.
Landon Lacey trying to become the first 2-time winner this season after winning Nashville.
Yeah, he absolutely is. Good side-by-side battle here for 3rd and 4th position here. Jason Templeton and Bobby Anderson. It looks like that low line is going to prevail for now.
They've been going at it since the beginning of this race. Neither of them can get, ahead of the others. Now Anthony Trippi is trying to get his way in and try and take over both of them.
All right, looks like Jason's going to get it here for the time being, and Bobby Anderson falls in behind, settles into that 4th position, followed by Anthony Trippi, like you said, the number 44. He has won once this season. He, too, could be our first 2-time winner if he wins this race tonight.
As the one, I think, is trying to line up a move on the inside for turns 3 and 4, but just doesn't have enough speed to get there. Anthony, instead, will try an inside move on the 1 car, and we'll just dive under him.
Already coming to lap 6 here. Those first few laps flew by as we see Stoney Anderson taking over the 6th position here. And that number 75 machine, or maybe he's trying to hold on to it, I guess, because we know Dean Brummett is coming. He is up 5 positions already since the start of this race.
Yeah, Dean Brummett hasn't moved since the first 2 or 3 laps. Been stuck in 7th, maybe behind the 75 car Stoney Benfield. Just not able to get enough of a run around him.
Yeah, and I got out here just a little bit in my test truck today just to get a feel for this place. And I tell you, both of these corners are very, very much different. As we see the 25, last week's winner, Cody Reeder, up front right now by almost a second over Dakota Camper here early on at Gateway. One heck of a start for that 25 machine.
Yeah, if only I could do that. As Anthony's now going to try and chase down Jason Templeton.
He's there, man. He's got really good pace so far as we are coming to lap 8 here. Let's take a look back a little bit here. We've got the 49. We know that he got really loose at the beginning of this thing. And Josh Anderson, followed by Patrick Colby. I don't think he was here last week, was he?
He was.
Yeah, maybe he was. Okay.
Yeah. He is the first car. He's in the lead on the thumbnail.
Oh, yeah. My bad. A new looking number 2 for John McIntyre here. Very good.
That came from.
Very good looking scheme for him tonight. A new look for the 42 as well. And then,
a lot of new cars tonight.
There is. Rounding out the tail of the field here in the 08 of David Mayo. Currently holding down that 15th position at the tail end.
Now, the good thing about running a NASCAR league is it's not just the top 10 getting points. So David Mayo, maybe not as many points, more than the people who didn't show up.
Yes, absolutely. We did mention when we were doing pre-race here off air that there were a couple of names that we did not see showing up tonight. As we see, Dean Brummett has gotten around the 75 and is now closed up for 5th position on the tail end of Bobby Anderson.
Another battle is for 12th currently. It's Dakota Bailey and John J. McIntyre fighting for that 12th spot.
He made that outside work, didn't he?
Yeah. McIntyre got under the inside of Dakota Bailey in turns 3 and 4 last lap, and then Dakota did the same thing in 1 and 2.
Yeah, we saw. I think it was the 24, if I'm not mistaken, in practice. You said, and he was running way outside line there, a lot further than I certainly would have. But he kind of made an egg shape out of it. He kind of entered real high and then dove back down. We'll have to keep an eye on if he does that out a little bit more when the tires start to wear here.
Yeah, definitely unorthodox from Landon, but I mean, if it's fast, and he's proven that.
Every week he sure does.
As a Dean just gets such a run in turns 3 and 4 on the 44 of Anthony Trippi. Wants that first win after coming second 2 weeks in a row now. Leave.
Well, we've got a Josh Anderson fan in the chat, so that's good. Appreciate you tuning in and supporting these awesome drivers here.
That Josh Anderson fan is Josh Anderson.
Okay. Yeah. It makes sense now. It's probably why he's laughing.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
I also have a fan known as myself. He's very
supportive. Yeah. I'm your fan too.
Oh, that's good. I'm not giving you a choice, but that's good. As a Dean Brummett will pass Anthony Trippi and now try and chase down Jason Templeton.
Absolutely, yeah. He's wanting to get up front here as he's currently the biggest mover, up 8 spots. Landon Lacey up 6 spots. So heck of a start to these guys, and they might have just started in the back just to have some fun with the situation, because we know they are lightning fast each and every time we get on the racetrack. As we'd see Bobby Anderson getting a little squirrely there, very loose
on right side damage, I believe.
Okay, yeah, he very well might. I didn't see him hit anything, but he came off that corner, didn't look too stable, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that as well.
Yeah, that right side is tore up on that one machine.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, he hit it hard, didn't he?
We off in the wall and just he got halfway there.
He got halfway. He did.
Yeah, I realized because I was like, I think his hood is a little bit offset.
Yeah, absolutely. Is up front here, the 25 has opened up to about a 1.5 second lead over second position of Dakota Camper. Man, what a start for him, man. 15 headed to lap 16, and he's laying down some seriously fast laps.
Yeah, and these laps, they're short, but they're longer than some other tracks such as Richmond or maybe, Bristol. Still, a decent 35-second lap. It'll take some time to get around. A lot of time to catch up and a lot of laps to do it.
Yep, absolutely. I'm seeing my stream health is saying excellent, but I am seeing a little bit of stuttering out of iRacing. Are you seeing that as well?
I can check.
Because it's not a stream thing. It's actually iRacing has been stuttering a little bit.
I'm not seeing any issues on stream end.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, no, never mind. I'm seeing it. It's like subtle.
It is, though, and it's actually in iRacing, correct?
I believe so.
Okay. My stream health says excellent right now, so I know a lot of times, guys, this platform does a ton of updates on a regular basis, and we just had a massive update and another patch release, I think, either last night or today or something, and it just It's the way it goes sometimes, man. Certain things out of your control, and you just gotta sit down and hold on and do the best you can do. But good battle right here. Landon Lacey has caught Anthony Trippi for that 5th position, and he is going to dive low here, trying to take over that 5th spot as we are still just under 20 laps into this thing.
Yeah, Landon got such a run on that inside. I almost wonder if he went out wide with Anthony and just dove under, got more of a run.
He did, and that, like we said, it very unorthodox line, as you said, put it earlier, man. That 24, it found some wicked speed in practice. Was running a quite different line than everybody else, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that as these laps wind down. Stoney Brimfield, man, 7th position right now for him. He's lost a couple spots since the start of this thing, but his lap times right now are just literally about 2/10 slower than leader, so he's got some pretty good long run pace right now.
Yeah, long run pace is something that a lot of people struggle with. Anyone can have a short run pace with the right equipment, but long run pace is something that you need, a lot of skill to do.
Yep, absolutely. Number 47, Patrick Colby here, holding off the 9th position and rounding out the top 10 in that number 7 machine of Josh Anderson. He's lost 3 positions since the start of this thing as well. But an awesome looking truck, man. Josh, great job on that.
The 49 is loose again out of turns 1 and 2. Jesse Steffs, I believe. As it seems the 2 of John McIntyre has some right side damage as well. Really similar to that one car now trying to get around. I wonder if maybe some contact was made while he was trying to make a move, as he's been diving under these drivers all day.
Yeah, it gets real tight on corner exit right there, boys. Whew. Yeah, that was close.
Yeah, McIntyre is one of those drivers who did not take a qualifying time and instead opted to start in the back. He started in 15th and dead last, worked his way up to, I believe, 12th or 11th, and I guess made contact maybe some kind of line.
Yeah, it was either the 49 or that outside wall. He shoots back down to the inside here, but you can see that damage on his hood. That is not going to help that truck handle any better at the current time, I can tell you that much.
As I'm looking back to lap 12, it looks like this is where McIntyre got his damage.
That is definitely the tightest battle on the racetrack right now, between the 49-2 and the 42. That's going to be 12th, 13th, and 14th positions.
Oh, McIntyre absolutely destroyed that outside wall. Coming out of 4, just got too tight. The end of turn 4 at Gateway really just kind of curves in a lot at, right at the wrong time when you're trying to gas,
Yeah.
I mean, McIntyre absolutely destroyed that wall. I'm surprised the car kept straight.
Yeah, that wall will come at you real fast. It looks like we've got a few others with right side damage. I think the 47 may have some.
I think everyone has some. Yeah, the 47. Not the pace car.
I do that all the time too.
Let me go ahead and look at the right front suspension, or some of the right side components. As the 5 has no damage to the right side. David Mayo, no damage to the right side. Aaron Sayre, no damage to the right side. John McIntyre, heavy damage to the right side. The 49, after being loose so many times, still has no damage to that outside. Kept it off the wall.
Yeah.
The 88 has no damage. What's up?
Oh, just saying that wall comes at you real quick, and these things start pushing. They start getting real aero tight, and before you know it, you're trying to gas it up, and boom, there you go. Lots of right side damage.
Yeah, and speaking of walls, one thing you'll notice, a lot of these cars look really loose. If you're on board, it looks like they're kind of whipping the rear around and then pushing the rest of the car out and then doing it again to get out of that turn. And I wonder if maybe sometimes they're not doing that enough, and that's what's causing them to hit that outside.
Yeah. definitely seems like they're loose in the middle of the corner. That's for sure. Corner entry and middle.
Yeah, as it looks like the only other driver with damage is the 47 and the 1 of Bobby Anderson in the 1 and Patrick Colby in the 47. Unlucky.
As we see right now in 4th and 5th position, Dean Brummett and Landon Lacey, they've been absolutely stellar so far this season. They are both up 8 positions since the beginning of this thing. And I don't think it's to anybody's surprise that they have moved those trucks up to the front, with Patrick Colby in the number 7th position, and the number 47 is up 7 spots. So it's been a heck of a start for him too, as we are nearing lap 30 of 115 here live in SERL Truck Series at Gateway.
Yeah, as recently, this most recent lap, Dean Brummett ran the fast 5:43. Cody Reeder ran a 35:59 as Dakota ran a 35:50. You know, but Cody still has the fastest lap with a 34.03. Dean Brummett and Landon Lacey not having as great times. Dean Brummett with a 34.11 and Landon Lacey with a 34.33. You can see how much these laps have started to slow down as these tires get worn.
Yes, absolutely can. And I tell you what, man, Dean is hunting. He's head hunting that 21 right now. Man, if there's anybody that wants a win, he wants to get that monkey off his back. Dean has been there each and every race so far this season, and it would be really cool. A very popular victory to see that 316 if he's able to win here tonight at Gateway.
Another popular victory would be that 25 car, mainly with me because of the number, but also because that would make him the first 2-time winner this season.
Yes, absolutely right. But hey, we can't forget about the boss of the league here, Dakota Camper, and that number 3 truck. I think that'd be pretty popular among his peers as well. Always a great looking race truck here in the Southern Excitement Racing League.
Yeah, really clean scheme on the 3. You know, really simple. And it works with the truck.
Yes, it absolutely does. And really, really cool shot here, man. You can see just such a cool facility here at Gateway. And, man, look at all that red inside. I don't know exactly what it is, but that looks fun. I want to get on a go-kart or something and go inside there and have some fun. It looks fun, though, doesn't it?
It does. I'm not sure what that is.
I don't know what it
that
is
a
either.
Go-kart track.
That's what I'd have to imagine. Something
no,
like that.
Wait, no, I know what that is. That's the Gateway Road Course.
Oh, okay.
There's a roval. Yeah.
I gotcha.
That's probably what that is.
Well,
I was so confused. I was like, why is it curved?
Up front here, Cody Reeder has opened up a 2.1 second gap on Dakota Camper here. That 25 machine is on rails, looking to go back-to-back here in the SERL Truck Series as we are coming to lap 33 of 115, Logan. Just like I said pre-broadcast, man, 115 laps here. This race is going to fly by. These guys are not really caution heavy. There's a lot of clean racing in this league, and this race is going to zoom right by. So make sure you stay with us from flag to flag. We will be here every Saturday night until the champion is crowned here in SERL. So do not miss a beat.
Yeah, and speaking of zooming by, that 21 is trying to chase down the 3 for second place. And right behind them, you have Dean Brummett. Really close. Maybe getting a little tight out of turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, it certainly looked like that 3 had a little trouble on corner exit there.
Yeah, 21.
It's kind of a weird combination. It looks like some guys are pushing real tight, and then there's a lot of loose trucks out here too. So I think they're fighting multiple conditions if I'd had to guess.
Yeah, I think it also depends on how you run, your laps. If you're running using braking, you're going to start getting loose. If you're only letting off and kind of coasting in, you're going to get a bit more tight near the end of these runs.
Yep, absolutely, man. There's some Goodyears out there screaming.
And there's a caution.
We have a crash. It looks like
the 88.
Dakota Bailey looks like involved. Let's go back and check out the 213 broadcast replay and see what we can find for
Ooh. Dakota Bailey really took right side damage to the next level right there. He just, pushed a little too hard, made contact with that outside wall, as we've seen so
Oh,
many people
yeah.
do.
Oof. Man, he got it hard.
Yeah, and once you hit that wall, it tries to send that car in, and
Oh,
Dakota just couldn't stop it. Almost flipped over.
yeah. Hard into the inside wall. Whew.
As
Man, what a
everyone tried.
heads up
Yeah.
move by Aaron Sayer there to avoid that.
I'm surprised John McIntyre made it through. That was really close for him to not get involved.
All right. Well, I guess that kind of takes pit strategy out of it here for this first stint. As we have caution, first caution of the night here. Everybody's going to be taking, I would assume, 4 tires and fuel here.
Now, how many people are going to take a fast repair for that right side damage? I'm assuming that one car will take some after struggling from the right side damage he sustained. The 88 is another car I believe would take the fast repair, obviously, because he is the one who pulled out the caution. He's probably the one who needs it the most.
Yeah.
But as you see, both of those cars, which I just brought up, are the 2 that stayed out.
And 25 is going to win off pit road, and a heck of a race there between the 3 and the 21 for that second position.
They're still fighting even in pit road. Let's see, is there anyone who gained, spots? Aaron Sane gained. John McIntyre is still in pit road, maybe trying not to use his fast repair and instead doing all of his optional, by himself.
Yeah, that would be my guess, is trying to save that for a little bit later, but I guess we're going to see here.
As he's going to need to go now. That pace truck is going by. As he's on the move now.
There we go. You got it.
Give me a bit of a heart attack there,
That was close. Tell you what, though, and
Yeah.
that's one of the things about the shorter tracks when you're trying to allow iRacing to repair time. Some of these shorter tracks, you don't have a whole lot of time to sit and repair your truck like you would at a Daytona or Talladega, where the pace laps seem to take an eternity. These guys they got to allow a little bit of fixing, and they got to get their butts a moving, or you're going to go multiple laps down here. First caution of the night. Unfortunately, Dakota Bailey, outside wall, shot him down into the inside wall. Lots and lots of damage. So if he's going to continue, he's going to have to use that fast repair.
As he doesn't.
Doesn't.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it was already running back. I wonder if maybe they've just decided to get whatever stage points they can.
Almost wondering if maybe he didn't. Did he have to tow?
No.
Wow.
He was behind the pace car. He was in front of the one.
Use his fast repair.
He's going back in, I think.
Okay.
I think he forgot to use the fast repair.
Yeah.
Maybe accidentally unclicked it.
It's easy to do.
So lose more time now.
Yeah, he'll have a clean truck. We see a couple takers on pit road.
So, yeah, maybe this is a strategy call by these previously damaged cars. As the one is in again, but it looks like he doesn't have any more damage, so I don't know what he could be going in for.
Yeah, it's an interesting call there. Well, maybe he's still got some optional repair time that we can't see.
Yeah.
The drivers can see that stuff on their dashboard that we can't see. So maybe he's just going to finish it up there, let them finish up there on pit road, and hopefully have the cleanest race truck he can.
Yeah, it's currently your biggest mover is the 316 of Dean Brummett, tied with the 24 of Landon Lacey, both +8.
Yes. Those guys can't get away from each other.
Yeah. Even when they start in the back. The 47 of Patrick Colby is your third biggest mover with +7 spots on the day.
All right, the iRacing pace truck is in, and we are getting ready to go back green flag racing here. Cody Reeder He's going to lead them to the green.
Green flag.
One more time, coming to lap 39. Cody Reeder, great jump on that bottom line there, taking the lead once again.
Yeah, talking about jumps, interesting start by Dakota. Started lower. Oh, there's another caution. As
I don't see anything on my scoring. Maybe the 75?
it's the 75, yeah. The 75 came down and the 88 just kind of kept sending it in. Heavy damage to that 75. 88, who just used a fast repair, may have to use another.
Oh yeah, he got him good there. I don't know if maybe he just didn't realize he was coming down, or... Yeah, wow, yeah. It definitely did not work out for either of them. And the 88 only has one. These guys only have one fast repair, so he needs to be a little careful here. We've got a lot of laps to go.
Yeah, for someone who's really on their last life, I think the 88 driving a little too aggressive. You know, just kind of felt like he was just kind of sending it in on that 75. I don't know if he was fully there. It felt like he just kind of kept going in as 75 tried to, you know, take that racing line.
Yeah, definitely interesting.
That might be something that the race officials have to look into later.
Yeah.
Obviously, our job is to talk about it, not to make calls about it. So.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Huh. Tell you what, I did a test earlier, and everything looked great. This thing is certainly getting some glitches on iRacing right now. It's kind of messing with
Yeah, I'm
me
not
a
quite
little
sure.
bit.
The stream on YouTube looks good. I mean, I don't know what the issue could be.
Well, maybe sometimes just rerunning the graphics config can help a lot too, and making sure everything's up to date. But man, I've been pretty adamant about making
It might be
sure
your Discord stream.
Yeah, I haven't seen it on my actual iRacing screen though.
Oh. Let's say, because it looks, your Discord stream is pretty low, like, pretty low quality. So I don't know if maybe that's some of it. As I think this should be one of the last times through, maybe. On that pace car, maybe not. Lights are still on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lights are still on.
Lights are still on. They are going to go one more lap, and we're going to go back green flag racing here. While we've got under caution, we're going to take 1 second, step aside, and pay some bills. We will be right back. All right. We are back live here, and thank you to Blake Howell and his design program, BHR_Sim Racing on Instagram. Does some fantastic iRacing paints. In fact, he did mine for 2023. You just can't see it yet, but does some great work at a very good price. So make sure to hit them up. And thank you for coming on board to be a partner of the 213 Broadcast Network. Caution number 2. We are going to see how this works here. The 25 took the outside. Interesting strategy by that team.
Yeah, I didn't know they had a choose cone here. Maybe, you know, deciding to line up on that outside. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, the leader can pick inside or outside, and then everybody else has to maintain position. So.
Okay.
Not necessarily a choose cone, just the leader, but
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm half asleep, so.
did a lot of traveling today, I hear.
Yeah, well, not by myself, but I'm the one who did it, so.
Yes, sir.
And there weren't any white Mercedes to pull out in front of me today. It was great.
All right, we're getting ready to go back racing here. Couple cautions. Let's see if we can get a long green flag running here. Green flag is coming back out. Back racing live. Coming to lap 44. 25 with a huge jump there on the 3.
No, they're not teammates. I was wondering if Cody Reeder and Dakota were teammates, as Dakota seems to kind of let off. Try and let Cody run away. Maybe working together for this race. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they're teammates.
They're not.
No.
It's not listed on here.
Not that I can see.
As Dakota is currently yelling at Dean, saying, "Dean, stop being better than me." Landon is almost going to hit Dean.
Yeah, he sent it in there.
Track.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
That 24 just sent it, dude.
He just kept going. As Anthony's going to make it 3 wide.
Oh,
We are 3 wide at Gateway.
that is not something you hear. Oh my gosh, that was almost bad.
And that's why you don't hear it often.
Yeah.
As 44 keeps his bumper, or keeps his nose in. 24 is going to go for the move on that 316. They've been with each other all day.
Yeah, every race, those two cannot shake each other. Hard battling, and you know what? They are teammates, and they're going to race each other with respect, but that 316 just cannot get rid of that 24 this season.
I wouldn't be surprised if in a few days you hear that Dean has Dean has unexpectedly moved in with Landon Lacey since they cannot get rid of each other.
That's too funny. Opened up almost a 1-second gap on that. Oh boy.
Dean make contact. Dakota maybe going for a bump and run. It's getting close to stage end.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. It's 55 is going to be the scoring for stage end. And man, what that has done, though, all that battling has opened up a 1-second lead for your leader here, Cody Reeder. I'm telling you, man, that 25 is just flat flying tonight here at Gateway.
Yeah, I think that 316 and that 24 are going to need to work together to, catch up that 25. And that's what's good about them being... They are on the same team compared to someone like Dakota and Jason who are not. Most
definitely. Right now, Landon Lacey in that 24 is up 11 positions. Oh, now they're even again, 10 and 10.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that teamwork is not really much of a worry currently.
Nope. No, but I think the one thing that we've seen over these first few races, though, Logan, is that these guys really understand tire management. If there's 2 guys in the field that understand it, it's these guys. And we've seen Landon let up and allow people to go ahead and go past and use up their stuff. If he feels like it's going to be a long run, he's going to let you go. And his mentality is go ahead and go. I'll see you in about 20 laps.
Yeah, and you have to wonder, is Cody Reeder burning up his stuff?
It certainly could be the case. I don't know, man. He has had some incredible pace. Incredible pace here.
Yeah, but Dean Brummett seems to be gaining on him. He's gaining about a 10th and then losing 8. Or losing 8 thousandths. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
It's very minor. I mean, the gap is closing, though. It was 1.1. Now it's down to 1, so...
He's got a lot of time to make up, a second.
Don't think he's going to be able to get there at stage end, but he wants that checkered flag. I can tell you that much.
Now, to someone who doesn't fully understand racing, a second may not sound like much, but when you see it on the track, you understand how far it really is, especially when these cars are going, 150 miles an hour, 130 miles an hour.
Absolutely.
Yeah, on this backstretch, Dean is reaching 160 right before braking and going into turns 3 and 4.
He's closing slowly but surely. We're going to take a ride with Dean here. Let's hop inside at 316. As that is down now 2.8.
Yeah, Dean making up a lot of time on Cody Reeder, maybe burning up his tires a bit too much.
And he certainly is shifting too.
Yeah, I think Dean really wants these points over Landon. Dean, I believe, currently sitting in second.
So right there, coming out of 3 and 4, he is not shifting, but we're going to take a listen here as he is downshifting in turns 1 and 2.
As I check the point standings, it seems that Dean Brummett is 1 point behind Landon Lacey. So, you know, this stage could tie him for first in this championship.
Yeah, absolutely good.
As apparently on here, it's listed as I believe that's supposed to be Cody Reeder. Listed as third. He's 16 behind them. So
Yeah.
I think that Dakota wanted to keep third in some way.
Yeah, I did have a graph there. Things happened pretty fast on pre-race, but this is the top 5 here. As we see, Dean is back 1, Dakota Reeder, Cody Reeder, negative 16, Anthony Trippi 19, and Dakota Camper 32 behind Landon Lacey coming into today's event.
Yeah, as it looks like Dean Brummett maybe burned up his stuff a little too much, kind of hovering at 0.8 for the gap. As now you see Cody Reeder leading the, I guess, white flag for the stage. There will be no caution. Keep going.
The top 10,
well.
Top 10 get bonus points, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. So it looks like Cody Reeder will lead this stage and win this stage. Dean Brummett doing everything he can to try and catch up. Just it won't be enough.
Well,
he's gained another 10th this lap.
He's still got good stage points, though. I mean, second is second best in stage points, so it's certainly not hurting his points day. The problem that he's got, though, is the 25's got third. So, you know, that's or 24 got third. I'm sorry, third. Third best in stage points.
Yeah, but Dean got 1 more point than Landon Lacey. That will tie him for first. So now, whichever one of them finishes better in the end of the feature, I believe, will take the lead of the championship.
It's awesome. Great points battle, man.
Everything you can to stay in front of his teammate. 1 or 2 points can mean so much in these battles.
It absolutely can, and you know that applies to real life too. I mean, if you think of the way that the playoffs go, I think, you know, we've seen guys not make the playoffs by 1 point, man. Like, that is just so gut-wrenching. Missed the NASCAR playoffs by a point. That sucks.
Yeah, especially when the guy is your driver and it says last year at that team and his car blows up while you're at the race.
Don't know anything about it.
Guess who I'm thinking about.
Don't know anything about it.
You did it. I know you did it.
Still got some side damage on that number 2 car. He has not used a fast repair yet, but I guess we're gonna. He's trying to hold off as long as he can, as we're getting close to lap 60 of 115 here already. And the gap is still stayed at right about 0.8 to 0.85. So you're right, Dean. He was hauling the mail there and caught him the best he could, but now it seems like things have leveled out.
Yeah, he's hauling the mail, and now the mail's weighed in. It's a bit too much.
Yes, it is.
I'm making these up on the fly. So.
Hey, jokes with no sleep are fun. You know, whatever. Just roll with it.
What's sleep?
What is that exactly?
I don't need that.
Yeah. As we see, Dakota has lost a couple spots here. He started on the inside. That last restart, we saw that Cody Reeder took the outside lane with Dakota underneath him here, and he has fallen back to the 4th position, but still a very strong run for that number 3 car, trying to hold on to that top 5 position here in the points.
Yeah, if you wanted Dakota on the podium, you have to blame Landon Lacey and Dean Brummett. He was on that inside, and then once everything kind of singled out, Dean Brummett dove under him, took second. Landon Lacey followed him for third, and now Dakota's just kind of stuck in fourth, kind of on his own.
Yeah. Seems like this is the closest battle on the field right now. We've got the 2 and the 1 together here for
the 21 and the 44 are also close.
9th and 10th.
Yeah, 21 and 44 for 5th is the closest, I believe, right now on time.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's there.
Yeah. The 21 will do what he can to get under that 44. Will he do it? Not much space, but he's going to get under. 44 will have more of a run, but it's not enough. 21 is there.
He is definitely there. He's going to try to capitalize here. See if that high line has any momentum in it.
There's a lot of hard, tough racing today, especially from that outside line.
Yeah, it's gotta be hard to pass. I mean, like I said, I just did a few test laps on my own, and it's a very unique racetrack, man. I can see it being pretty hard to pass here.
Yeah, some of these tracks it's hard to drive without other people, and then you add everyone else to the mix, and that's a whole other deal.
Absolutely is. Oh yeah, little bump drafting here.
As apparently we've got short track Daytona over here. I'll say one thing that is fun to drive is Charlotte Oval in Mazdas.
Ah, nice.
It drives like Daytona.
I bet. That's fun.
Yeah.
Just keep it full throttle the whole way.
Yeah, I can fall asleep and still finish like third. So, as Cody Reeder continues to stay about the same with Dean. Dean now has gained it back and now losing again, so kind of an accordion between these two.
Yeah, it's staying pretty consistent here. And if you look at these lap times, their last laps were literally exact.
Oh, wow.
35.22 to 35.22. It doesn't get much closer than that.
Well, then there's Landon Lacey with a 35.21. So starting to think they might be working together.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible right there.
As Cody puts the same exact time up, 35.22.
That was awesome.
Cody, chill. First you stole my number, now you're stealing my lap times, and you can win races. This is unfair.
Yeah, and that doesn't get much more consistent, man. That's awesome. Let's see what he does this time.
I'm consistent at like spinning it at a 4. That's what I'm consistent at. Last lap, 35.29.
That's still really, really good laps. Really good laps.
And Dean, Dean
was a 40.
35.40.
Yep.
Yeah. Cody is just so good today. So we are halfway now. We actually were halfway a while ago. I just never said anything about it. I believe we were halfway at the stage. So, entering the second half of this race, Cody has just been so dominant today. And also seeing how much contact has been made with that outside wall. I wonder how many extra points for 0x will be handed out.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, these guys do offer bonus points for crossing the finish line with 0x, which means no contact or no incident points for those that are not aware. And like we just said, man, that bonus point could make or break a playoff run here. We've seen a lot of people kissing that outside wall today, so certainly have to keep our eye on those bonus points as the year progresses.
Yeah, especially for someone like Dean Brummett, who can win, beat Landon Lacey by a point, but if he hits the wall and Landon Lacey doesn't, Landon Lacey gets that extra point back and they're still tied.
Yep, absolutely.
So, it might not seem like much, but it can mean a lot.
100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100
Has Cody really bumpy on entrance? Maybe a little tight. In turns 3 and 4, a few people kind of been a bit, shaky on entry.
Hey, what though? He's opening up that gap a little bit more now, though. It was about 0.75 to 0.8. Now he's all the way up to another second.
As John McIntyre loses ninth to Bobby Anderson. Bobby Anderson in a fresh car now after having damage early on.
Yeah, he got that one car fixed up here.
Yeah, John McIntyre maybe saving his fast repair, expecting another caution.
Yeah, certainly could be the case. I mean, hey, if your car's not handling bad, then you're better to hold off. But it certainly does have a decent amount of right side damage. I know that for sure, but maybe just not quite as aero dependent as a place like Daytona or Talladega, or even a bigger track like Michigan or something like that. And heck, how many times have we seen cars in real life without front ends at Martinsville getting a top 10?
I mean, Daytona. I mean, Kyle was in that the wreck where Harrison Burton flipped over. Was running up front for a while still.
Yeah, that's true.
Damaged cars may not run fast on their own, but can run fast with other people.
Right. Yeah, that's very true as well. Looks like Dakota's catching Landon a little bit here.
Yeah, I think Dakota maybe has maybe a bit better pace on long run. So that 25 and 3 continue to kind of pull away and be faster than this 316 and 24. As those two are really hoping for a caution, maybe late in this race. As Dean has shown, he is much more, short run pace. If he can get a wreck in 5 or 10 laps, he can win this race and steal it from Cody Reeder, take his first win of the season.
Right. Absolutely could. The thing that we have yet to see is green flag pit stops. Something that we talk about so very often, and things that we experience when we're racing on ourselves and not in the booth, is how easy it is to make a mistake on pit road. Coming to pit road, exiting pit road, overshoot your pit stall. There's a lot of room for mistakes, man.
Yeah, I know locking up in a pit road is probably one of the most common mistakes. Just getting on your brakes a little too late, a little too hard,
Absolutely. Have to keep our eye on it.
Yeah, Dean seems to be starting really low and kind of sliding up a little and then following through, so I don't know if maybe he's struggling to keep the car on that end. As him and Cody ran almost identical lap times. You see me pulling away from the rest of the field as Dakota running 0.3 faster than Landon Lacey.
Yeah, he sure is, man. But these top two are literally mirroring each other every lap. I mean, 35.47 to 35.48. I mean, that's just incredible.
Can here? Come on.
It's cool to watch, man.
As Landon Lacey is in for a pit stop.
All right, go. We got our first green flag taker here. It looks like 24 laps, 75 at 115. He must feel can he make it? Or
I think so.
I'd have to imagine
they'd still yet to pit. I believe lap 30 or 40 when had their issue early on. So I'm thinking with the right fuel conservation and math, I think Landon can make it.
Yeah, I'd have to imagine he feels like he can make it, or he probably wouldn't have came. 316 is on pit road here, which is a teammate of the 24. So
maybe a team strategy.
Yep, looks like these guys feel like they can make it. Either that, or they're planning on a 2-stop race.
I don't see them going to a 2-stop. It's too late in this race and too risky.
Yeah, I'm with you.
21 and the 7 are going in for the next lap as well.
Cody Reeder staying on the racetrack.
42 coming in as well. This is the cool thing about having driver chat on for me.
Yep,
I can tell you when people are going in.
I know. It definitely helps a lot. Yeah, there's times when I wish I could hear it, but obviously we don't want to put that on the on the broadcast for just in case reasons.
As the 25 dives onto the the entrance road.
Oh boy, he got
maybe
a little loose
a little tight. Doing everything he can to get as much time on that entrance road as he can.
Oh boy,
going in a little hot, maybe.
That's what I was thinking. Don't speed, buddy. It's the last thing you need right now. You're dominating this race. Don't get caught speeding on pit road because they will send the police.
You get that 20-second stop, and your race is over unless you can get a caution. So it's everyone pitting now. I think the 47. Okay, it's 47, 44. The 3 is going into the pits now. 47 continues to stay out pit yet. Yeah, 47 is not pit.
That's not. He's going to stay out, and he's going to get a bonus point for leading the lap, I think, is probably the strategy here.
Yeah, the 41, or sorry, the 47, the number 1, and the number 75 have not pit since, that caution. So it's looking like a 35-lap run, except these guys seem to be trying to extend it so they can maybe push near the end and get up further, in that field. As Dean,
caution is out.
And that might be really good for someone like the 47, or really bad.
Let's find out here. It looks like David Mayo and Jesse Steffes here. Let's take a look and see what we can find out here.
Oh, it looks like Jesse Steff's mate. Yeah, Jesse Steff's got loose at a 4. Maybe on those new tires, and the 08 of David Mayo. Just nowhere to go.
Yeah, he locked it up. He tried to stay down. He tried to stay out of harm's way. Unfortunate for the 08, though. Literally nowhere you could go. Nothing you can do. It's just a helpless feeling, unfortunately.
As the 49 had just pit along with that 08. Now they're going to have to probably go in again for damage repair.
Yeah, I'd say it's fast repair time for those boys.
Now, for someone like Landon Lacey who just pit and, is looking, for that pit strategy, do you think he could go in again and kind of solidify that, this fuel will make it to the end?
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like somebody might be coming down here. Was that the 24? It is.
No, he's still on track.
The 24 and the 316 are coming down pit road.
What? The 24 is in the backstretch. Unless they're...
Oh, the 24 and the 316 are on pit road.
Where were we? Oh, wait, I'm on the replay. I was like, what? I was still on the replay because I was looking at the Dakota, or the Dave Mayo crash.
Gotcha.
I was like, how are you getting that? They're on the backstretch. And then they dove in. I'm like, you're seeing the future. And then I read the thing on the bottom of my screen. And I kind of felt like an idiot for a second.
So that's going to put the 25 back up front here, I think, when it's all said and done.
Did the 25 pit?
Prior to the caution, he did.
Okay.
But
yeah, I don't know. That 2 car might stay out. No, he's a lap down, so he'll have that wave around. Got caught behind that pace car.
Yeah, I think the 88 and 42 as well. Should probably get waved around here. Interesting strategy, though, because, now we've got the 316 and the 24 came down pit road. Does that mean they didn't feel like they could make it on fuel? Or did maybe they just want to get a little bit fresher tires here for this last stint?
Maybe they're going for a risky strategy now that they have the ability to go for a more safe one. They've taken that option. They've just decided to play it safe and not risk a second stop or running out of fuel in the last 10 laps.
Yeah. Yeah, you could be right. I guess we'll maybe talk to them in the booth if we get a chance and ask them what their strategy is if they get a top three finish here. We're gonna have to see, man. There's still a lot of racing to go, and anything could happen. Restarts can be pretty crazy, as we saw. Anything can happen, and just like the '08 there, all it takes is for somebody to lose it in front of you, and that could put a damper on their race as well.
Yes, now that 08 and that 49, they will not be getting those extra points for, keeping that 0x.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So that's more points lost for them. Which shows it may not be your fault, but it can still affect you.
Most definitely can.
Yeah, so the field is kind of bunching up a bit weird.
Looks like they're getting the wave around now, though. I think.
Yeah.
That was
As they all
some
go
lap.
around.
Yeah, some lap cars making things look a little funky there for a minute, but they're gonna go around and catch the tail of the field here. It's gonna be the 25 and the 47 on the front row, and right now that 47 is your biggest mover of the race, up 12 positions. So
Still hasn't pit.
that's what I was kind of wondering here.
No, he pit now. He pit.
Okay.
Sorry. Everyone who would not pit prior to the caution has pit.
Yeah, it looks like he pitted on lap 80.
Yeah, that's when the caution.
Yeah, so it's really only going to be about a 3 or 4 lap difference on tires between the 25 and 316 and 24, as the green flag is back out here on lap 84 of 115. Cody Reeder getting a good jump here, leading the way once again. We're going to have to keep our eye on those two Filthy Five drivers of the 316 and 24. Pulling another pit strategy here to get fresh Goodyear tires on those cars.
Yeah, there's a lot of wiggling coming out of turns 2 or 1 and 2. Saw a lot of people get loose. 25 on that curb.
He absolutely was. Maybe... I could hear it up here.
Yeah.
Oh boy, somebody loose.
Is that Landon Lacey?
That was Landon Lacey, and he's got some big contact on the side of that car.
That's hard. Oh, that's huge. That could open up, a championship lead for Dean Brummett.
I tell you what, man, that's one of them things that just don't have a lot of heat in those tires. And that thing will snap loose on you, but what a save by that 24 car. That could have been a completely different outcome.
Yeah, as Dean Brummett trying to carve his way through this field. Fresher tire. 5. Same with the 47, as they're able to keep up with them. Maybe burning what they can just to get back up there. As a 44 lets Dean up.
Yeah, it looked like he just gave him the spot. He knew he was faster.
What's the power of driver voice chat? I know that. Yeah. Magic. As Dean will now chase down Dakota for 3rd. Maybe try and get his first win, or will Cody go back-to-back? Or can someone like Colby, get their first win of the season? Was leading a bit at Richmond, I believe, before one of the cautions came out.
Yeah.
Was in the same situation where they hadn't pitted, a caution came out, and they pit for fresh tires and started challenging for that lead.
Pretty much single file here for the time being through the top 6 or 7, I think, but yeah, pretty much
action.
Yeah, pretty much all the way back here. Landon Lacey, incredible save as we just saw. Kind of getting a little rebound here, back up to 8th position. We're going to keep an eye on things here up front, though, as Patrick Colby has a little bit fresher Goodyears than that leader, and he's not letting Cody get away.
As John and Dakota Bailey are fighting for P11. The previous P12 was Aaron Sayre Now sitting on, I believe, P14. I wonder if maybe some issues, maybe some contact caused that. I'll actually check that now.
Yeah, that 47 is not letting him get away, man. He's staying right there in the trail of that 25 cars. We see the 25 get on that curb one more time here.
Yeah, 25 maybe trying to ride the curb a lot more than he was previously. As it looks like they're pulling away from the 316 and the 3.
The 47 was sideways.
Yeah, sideways.
Oh, man. Dang.
There's only 2 words that can describe that. Slide job.
Whew.
As a Stony Benfield seems to be getting maybe a bit annoyed with these other drivers, as Landon Lacey came up and hit the 75. More contact for the 24.
Interesting.
Now sitting 10th.
Yeah, Landon's lost another couple spots here. Huh.
Sorry, 9th, not 10th.
He was in 8th, so he's dropped another spot since we were last checked on him here.
This man is the shortest car twice and is still sticking with that 7 car of Josh Anderson. Not even a concrete wall can stop this man. As we have 25 laps to go.
Man, this race has gone by really fast. Up front, we've got that 25 machine of Dakota Reeder leading Patrick Colby by only 0.4. Oh boy, that grew.
As the 47 hit the outside wall, that could be massive damage. We've seen every time a driver hits that outside wall, they'll lose a ton of time. You know, that could seal the deal for that 25 car. It's been running away all race. Heavy damage to that 47.
Yeah, he got it good, didn't he?
He got all up on it. Yeah, that's what sucks about hitting that outside wall. Sometimes you off, and sometimes it kind of clings a little bit and, you know, causes even more damage. Kind of depends on how you hit it. If you hit it square, if you kind of catch the rear and then the rest of the car with it. So now he's going to try and defend 3rd from Dean Brummett. Wants to keep that podium.
Not just the podium spot, but he is going to get bonus points if he can maintain for the biggest mover of the race, too. So points and more points. That's the way to do it. We see the 44 car and the 1 car of Bobby Anderson. The one underneath.
As Patrick Colby started 14th. Dean Brummett started, I believe, 12th. 12th, if my math is right. So, yeah.
Oh, and Dean's there.
Patrick will lose it, maybe. Yeah, Patrick has that messing up with aerodynamics and, you know, his ability to turn the car around. But he's able to hold off Dean enough to, you know, give Dakota some space. And Dakota was able to kind of catch up to Cody Reeder.
Oh, boy.
It's really tight off that turn.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to hit.
That 316 wanted to come up, and they thought better of it. That was pretty smart racing right there, because that would not have ended well, I don't think.
Yeah, and the 20 place is back up into 8th. Got past that 7 car. As the 316 clears the 47 for 3rd.
Well, you know, sometimes it's just, that's the nature of the beast, man. You know, you can't win them all. Things happen. That's a part of motorsports, and the best you can do is to just minimize the damage the best you can, you know?
Yeah, and speaking of minimizing the damage, Dean Brummett almost got loose off of turn 2. Big wiggle from him.
And that 3 car has caught that 25 car in a hurry almost.
Yeah. I think maybe the 3 car has been conserving tires. The previous 2 seasons of the SERL Truck Series were won by that number 3. So trying to make it 3 in a row.
He can get it done, but he's closed that gap quite a bit here, and with only coming to 18 to go the next time by.
I don't know. I'm too tired to do math right now. I can yell at race cars, not add 2 plus 2. As a 6.5 tenths gap from Dakota to Cody Reader, or according to the points, Dakota Reader to Dakota Camper.
I know. I think I might have screwed that up.
You're not the. No, that's already in. No, it's on here.
In the actual points system?
Yeah, in the actual points it says.
I thought you meant my graph
It's
thing.
not your fault. It's okay. I promise we're not going to get mad at you. Well, I won't. I don't know about them. We'll see.
Does have some pretty good damage there. The 47's holding strong, though. He doesn't have a much challenge behind him here.
Yeah, he's got a lot of time.
Yeah, you can tell he's kind of fallen off the pace a little bit from that damage, but trying to hold on to a top 5 here.
Yeah, Dakota lost 3 tenths in the last 2 laps. Maybe falling off the pace a little bit. Had some serious pace for a lap or 2, now kind of falling off as Dean Brummett is 7 tenths off of Dakota Camper. Maybe going for a, what is this, his 3rd second place finish in a row?
I think you might be right.
I think he just needs to Chastain it at this point. Do what must be done.
Yeah.
Dean. I think it's blinking out a bit. That might just be him going off screen for me, though.
Yeah, somebody had some. You know what? I think it was the 24 had some issues last week. He seems to be pretty good this week.
Yeah. Seems like all the winners of the previous week start blinking the next. As the 08 moves to the side to let the leader by. The 08, the first of the on-track lapped cars, I believe had some damage and just, never uses fast pairs. Cody blinks again.
He is having some issues.
He's blinking seriously. Hopefully he's able to stay through this race. If Cody blinks out and it kind of, that'd be huge as he'd lose all those points.
Yeah, I would. I'd give Dakota the win here.
Yeah, 15 laps to go now. Or 14 laps to go. iRacing hadn't updated for a second. As I've been listening to the same Foo Fighters song for the last hour. As let's see what action we have on track. The 1 and 21 are fighting for 5th currently, and the 44 and 24 are fighting for 7th. The 24 who hit the wall so hard, 2 or 3 times, now fighting for 7th from that 44. Going to use the 08 lap card. It's right on that 44's bumper.
Yeah, that was close. Yeah, he's there. He wants that spot, but it's going to be not going to be his night, I don't think. He's still get a top 10 out of it. That's about all you can do.
Yeah, even with how much damage he's had, he's recovered greatly. I think he's just hoping for a late caution to try and pass as many people as possible.
Yeah, that would probably be about the only way.
Yeah, one person who's really hoping for a caution right now would be the 316 of Dean Brummett. Just doing everything he can, to catch up to that 3 car, get as many points as he can, Yeah,
and this has just been Cody Reader's night, though. That 25 car has just been lights out all race long, man. Jeez.
Yeah, I might have to make him drive for me next time.
He's got this place figured out.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of how I ran. I would buy the tracks like 30 minutes before the race, do like 2 laps, and say, I'm ready. I wasn't.
No, that's the way it usually goes.
But I was never last. That's what was important. And also, I was the only one who kept going after I wrecked.
So we are coming to 10 to go. This race is down to the final stages here, and Dean Brummett is real close to that 3 car. There's just a 0.3 second gap. between second and third position here. Now the 316 is going to be looking for back-to-back to maybe back second place finishes.
Yeah, I definitely think he can get by this three car. Seems to be faster him all day, but prone to a few mistakes every now and then, such as right there getting a bit loose out of 2.
Yeah, he's pushing as hard as he can to try to get that. Because right now, if he can get that second position, he's going to gain a couple points on Landon.
As Dakota tells Dean, you don't need second, and Dean says, I've already got a 2-race streak. May as well extend it.
There you go.
His words exactly, not mine.
Hey, I love it, man. I love it.
Dean Brummett seems content with taking a P2. Still believe it would put him at the top of the championship over Cody Reeder.
Yeah.
It might actually also put Cody Reeder into second above Landon Lacey after today.
Certainly could. It's going to be close. I know that. And a great points day so far for Camper. That number 3 car, man. He's doing everything he needs to do to maintain a good. Right now, I think he's sitting 5th in points, and he's definitely going to close that gap here tonight.
Yeah, Dakota before today was sitting in 5th place, only 32 points behind Landon Lacey. It may seem like a lot, and it is, but that's always recoverable with a few good races in a row.
Yeah, absolutely.
Such as today.
This season is very young. There's a lot of races to go, and a lot of things can happen. So
we need to try and chase Dakota down.
Oh boy, big wiggle out of the 3 there.
There was some smoke off the wall. I wonder if maybe the 316 made a little bit of contact.
I didn't see anybody hit the wall. I know that 3 was sideways. It might have been tire smoke.
I saw some smoke and sparks come off that outside wall.
Yeah.
Exited 2, like right as Dean hit it or got up there. So I don't know if maybe that was just a glitch by iRacing or some netcode or what. But Dean seems to still be going strong. Might have sped him up either way, so maybe one wall tap is all you need. Don't tell that to Alex Bowman or Kurt Busch.
Oh my gosh, yeah, seriously. Well, that 316 is there, but he can't get by him, man. It's hard to pass.
Now, one question we asked at Richmond: will Dean bump that position or win or whatever it could be? And I so desperately wanted Dean to bump Cody Reeder for the win in Richmond, and he never did.
Yeah.
He's too nice.
Yeah. Another loose exit there. I don't think he's going to do that to take second, but
yeah,
I think if a championship is on the line, I might use that front end a little bit.
Do a little bit of a Hemrick and Cindric, just kind of bang into the line.
Oh, he's there now. He is there.
Maybe. I was worried he's going to kind of pit maneuver Dakota a little bit, trying to come out of that turn.
Oh, boy, yeah. We are 4 laps to go here, side by side for second position. Look at him send it.
I think Dakota maybe braked a little bit more than usual, let him have that outside line. Really loose off the turn again, going to have that run. Still stuck on Dakota's outside. Maybe took that turn a little too wide.
Oh, I think he's going to get him. Yeah, and the 316 got him.
Cleared him by. That middle line seems to be really good today.
That was a power move.
Yeah, I'm surprised a lot of people aren't using it. Then again, it does eat up your tires the most. That middle and high line eat up your tires the most, and that middle line is kind of a more conservative area. So that might be why you see a lot of these people running, low line, trying to conserve their tires, put as little as possible to a 1 or a 2 stop instead of a 3 or 4 stop.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, now that he got by him, he opened up that gap real quick on that 3 car. Jeez.
Yeah. I wonder if maybe he was worried of, catching that 3 car in the wrong spot. As we are 2 to go right now.
We are 2 laps to go, and the 25 blinking just a little bit. He's got to hold on one more time around here this next lap. for the 25 of Cody Reeder.
Is currently fighting for P5 from Patrick Colby. Landon Lacey still sitting 7th. McIntyre sitting 10th. Strong performance from him today.
Absolutely.
Started in 15th.
White flag lap here, 1 to go. Cody Reeder in that 25 machine has been dominant tonight. That is a powerhouse race truck here. And man, lights out. I think he has by far led the most laps.
He led like every lap.
I mean, just a stellar performance here. Can't wait to talk to him in the booth after this thing is over.
Yeah,
Cody
Dean
Reeder,
nowhere near him at this line.
No way, man. He is the class of the field here, winning race number 4 at Gateway. Cody Reeder in the 25 car, winner, back-to-back wins. The only 2-time winner so far this season, followed by Dean Brummett and Dakota Camper. We are going to see what we can do about getting some guys up in the booth here in just one moment. So hold on with us. We'll be right back. All right, it looks like we've got some drivers up here in the waiting room. We are going to go right now. We're going to talk to our third place finisher here in the number 3 as they hopped up into the waiting room for us. It looks like we've got our third place finisher here, number 3, Dakota Camper. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. We're here.
Hey, man, awesome run for you tonight, brother. Good looking truck as always, and you had a great points day. Tell us a little bit about your night here at Gateway.
Yeah, the way the race was lengthwise, I was trying to make it on 2 stops. The first caution came out there, which was going to make it really difficult. Then another caution came out immediately after, which put me back in my window.
Right.
Then with about 38, 39 laps to go, people were pitting, and I didn't think that they were going to make it to the end. We had about 4 more laps left, so we was going to be able to make it on 1 more stop, and then the caution came out there at the end. As we were in the pit lane, the caution came out. So cycle, but just didn't have anything for Cody. He was way too fast.
Yeah, he was lights out all night long, man. Super fast in that 25 tonight. But hey, you did what you had to do, man. Maintaining a really good points position here. Very solid day for you in the points. So congrats on a podium finish here. Anybody you want to shout out while we got you in the booth, bud?
Yeah, of course, I want to shout out my parents watching on Twitch tonight, and also the Gathering Place Church Live. If anybody's looking for church, if they don't, in person, or if maybe they're missing and they want to see one on a Sunday morning, we're live on YouTube, the Gathering Place Church Live. Check us out, and Unchained Motorcycle Ministry. Also out of the Gathering Place Church does a lot for our local region. Give a big thanks to them. And appreciate you guys for such an awesome broadcast each week. And hopefully I'll get to talk to you more often. I've had a couple top 5s and just haven't been able to crack a top 3.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Very, very good words, man. Glad to hear that. And supporting a great cause out there. Brother, we hope to have you back up here as well. And thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this and to help us get better here in the booth. So Great run tonight, bud, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, I appreciate a lot of good racing out there, green flag racing a lot. So appreciate these drivers in this league. And yeah, we'll hopefully talk to you soon.
Absolutely, brother. All right, let's see what we can do. Well, I know the man with the most second place finishes in the history of racing. Dean Brummett, you got a copy?
Man, I have heard some rude introductions before, but you just took that one just way too far there.
I didn't mean it to be rude.
Hey, in my defense, it was him, not me. So you get mad at him. I'm not on this.
Well, we got 50% of the booth on my side. How are y'all doing tonight?
No, I didn't mean it to be that way at all.
No, you're good, buddy.
We were pulling for you. Trust me. Our job is to be a non-biased, but before the race, we said, man, we need that 316 in victory lane here soon. So you're just stellar each and every week. And, I tell you what you did do tonight. Besides have a really good fast race, you had gained some points on that 24 machine. He did not have a perfect race tonight. So you got that going for you.
Yeah, I know. Last week I was 1 point behind entering tonight, so I figured by the time it was over, I should be winding up there in the points lead. I don't know if I got the hard charger award or anything like that, but yeah, unfortunately, qualifying we had some issues we won't go too in depth into, but just missed qualifying and had to fight through the field. And just as the track as it got darker and darker, it just got so much tighter and so much tighter. And that last caution was the most ill-timed yellow ever because I gained so much time in the pits and just kind of had to watch it all disappear. And the only reason I came back in to top off on fuel was didn't think we'd have enough to make it to the end, but turns out we actually could have. So that one sucks a little bit because I'm not sure if I would have had anything for Cody there, but it would have been nice to have at least started up near him and had a chance at it. But hey, it is what it is. 2021 Kyle Larson went I think 3 or 4 second place finishes in a row and then went on a tear. So I'm hoping we got too.
Absolutely, brother. And I tell you what, man, I mean, second place finishes are a great points day. According to my scoring, unless they know something that we don't, you did get the hard charger award. So you got that as well.
Yeah. Plus 10.
Yep, 10 positions. Yep. Absolutely, brother. Well, hey, man, awesome run each and every week, and we love talking to you up here. And trust me when I say we're pulling for you. We will.
Well, I am.
I am too, but we'll let me put it to you this way. We'll talk to you next week, my man.
No, unfortunately, you won't. We got some we got some Christmas parties going on next week, and unless something happens and we get out super duper early, you guys will get a break from me for next week.
Gotcha. So. All right, brother.
The streak, no.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the streak can still stay alive.
That's true.
Because it'll just be starts. Yeah.
That's right.
So.
That's right.
Actually, wait. Speaking of starts, what was the decision to not qualify?
We will call it Tony Stewart Watkins Glen 2004. If you catch my drift. Okay.
I'm gonna Google that now.
Yep.
Okay.
I wasn't alive.
Yep. Absolutely. We're gonna grab Cody here in just a second, but before we let you go, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to while we got you in the booth here, bud?
Man, just like I said, each and every week, want to thank 213 Simware. Can't wait till things slow down for you guys just a little bit. Not in the bad way, but just to maybe get some.
Absolutely.
Darren's Nail Gun Repair. Just want to thank all the sponsors for the series, and like I said, just everybody coming out, and thank you guys for putting it on.
You got it, brother. Hey, man, happy holidays to you, bud, and we'll talk to you soon. All right.
Thank you guys. Have a great evening.
You too, man. All right, we are going to grab our winner here. Number 25, Cody Reeder. What a performance.
Thanks, guys. It's the number.
Yeah.
You steal my number and you win 2 more times than me. This is just
Well,
go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, I tell you what, man, from the drop of the green flag, you were class of the field. We're going back to back here in that 25 machine. Tell us a little bit about your night.
Yeah, it's good. Winning the pole was a huge deal. It's kind of hard to pass here, but Landon and I think Dean kind of gave me a break. Neither of them qualified for whatever reason, so be kind of ahead of the game, and I haven't ran this track in a long time. When I did run it, I enjoyed it, and then just as the run went on, this thing started coming back to me that I remembered, and yeah, it worked out. Led a lot of laps. I think I won the stage. Obviously, winning the race is awesome, and
Yep.
Yeah, it's a blast.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And, you know, Logan and myself were up here looking at the live timing and scoring. And there was a section of this race that I kid you not, you and the 316 were literally running the exact same lap time, lap after lap after lap.
Like 5 laps in a row.
And it's just like, it was just so cool, man, just to see that tight competition. But, brother, you killed it tonight, man. You were absolutely stellar tonight, lightning fast. So, congratulations on a back to back here, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you go?
Yeah, gotta thank my buddy Garrett for guiding me through the races. He's one of my best friends, does a great job. And then my teammates Tyson and Dustin, like I said, I shouted them out last week, but I need to get them in on one of these races, and it'll be a good time. But yeah, I think my wife, she allows me to do this every week.
Absolutely,
to compete in the sim racing community, and thank you guys for broadcasting, and yeah, KPR Motorsports.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Well, we're happy to be here, and you guys are certainly putting on an awesome show for these fans. Congratulations on the win, brother, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you in the near future.
I hope so. Thanks, guys.
Yes, sir. Have a good night, bud. All right. Well, that's about going to wrap it up here for us. Man, what a performance. That was
yeah.
that was really something, man. That was really something. Going back and looking at some of these live timing stuff, and it's just like lap after lap after lap. These guys were.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
Incredible.
I mean, even in the last lap, Dakota and Landon ran the same time.
That's just so cool.
Like, come on.
A ton of respect out there, too. You know, you can hear these guys talking, and there's just a lot of respect here in this league, and that's the way it should be.
Man.
That's the way it should be. But really good night, really good racing, and we appreciate everybody for tuning in here. We're going to sign off, and we hope to see everybody back here next week. And happy holiday season to everybody. Do good to one another out there, and we will be talking to y'all in the near future. Until next time, we'll see ya.